Thank you for listening to this episode of a Vietnam podcast. It's me, your host, Niall Mackay. Before we get started, I just want to say two massive thank yous to our partners for this episode. First of all, for many months now, it is the Seven Bridges Brewing Company. As you guys know, I absolutely love craft beer, and I love their craft beer especially. Go check out the High Van Haze. It's one of my favourites, named after the High Van Pass up in Da Nang, where they're from originally, but they now have tap rooms all over Saigon. They're award-winning craft beer. So go check out their beers at their Latanton location, which is in Japantown. And if you know about Japantown, it's some interesting people watching there, shall we say. So go down to the Japantown, get some pizza slices, or check out their new location on Hai Ba Chung. Also good people watching, but not quite the same. And they have locations all over Vietnam, so they are amazing. Thank you very much for supporting us. And also a massive shout out to the Rabbit Hole Irish Sports Bar. They started off in Phu Quoc, where I did probably my best ever comedy show to about 50 people there. Never ever forget that. It's an amazing location. So if you're in Phu Quoc for a holiday, make sure you check out the Rabbit Hole Irish Sports Bar. Then they opened up one on Pham Viet Chan in the Binh Tan district, where you can find me every single Tuesday night doing their quiz night. We're normally packed out, so if you want to come and get a team, make sure to message me or message the Rabbit Hole Irish Sports Bar to book a table. And they've just opened a new location on Chan Nao in An Phu with the best rooftop view over Landmark 81. So head to that location, and if you want to get a free beer, send me a message. The first 5 people to send me a message will get a free beer, thanks to Ian from the Rabbit Hole Irish Sports Bar. So thank you very much to Seven Bridges Brewing Company and the Rabbit Hole Irish Sports Bar for supporting a Vietnam podcast, and enjoy this episode. Cheers. Ooh. And it is just such a shame you have to drive so far to find anywhere like this. Super cold, so...
You just swallow a fly?
I know the dangers of talking and driving.
Lằn danh mong manh giữa bàn thắng và không bàn thắng đôi khi chỉ là một vài mm mà thôi. Và trong tình huống
Bubble gum, it tastes like soap. This beer, it literally tastes like toilet cleaner. Wait.
Hột gà nướng, hột vịt lộn, hột vịt sữa, trứng cút lộn, bắp xào đây.
We're here in Dalat today with Adrie and Biscuit, and this holiday is mostly for Biscuit because she loves the cool air. But right now it is boiling hot. In fact, I want to be taking my fleece off that I brought with me. But we're going to be getting on a motorbike. We're going to show you some of the hidden gems in Dalat in this video over the next few days. And in this weather, we've experienced this before, as soon as we get on the bike and the moving air is going to be cold, and it's going to get cold really quickly. So I'm a little bit scared, but man, this warm weather is amazing. We've come up here by car. Takes about 7 hours. Super easy, super nice. And let's go check out Dalat. I'm really excited. So we're staying at In the Pines. Adrie found this, like Adrie has found everything that we're going to do on this trip. So I'm a bit of a follower as always, but we're going to be doing some cool things. I couldn't even tell you right now what we're going to be doing, but I'm pretty excited about it. If you haven't been to Dalat, Dalat is like a mountainous town about 7 hours north of Saigon. It used to be the Frenchies' playground, kind of like their escape from Saigon. So when the French owned Vietnam, I don't think owned Vietnam, but when the French had taken over Vietnam, they would often come up here to escape the heat and the humidity of Saigon, because it gets really cool and it gets really nice. And so it means with the different climate, they can grow a lot of the different things up here. So they grow strawberries. Lots of the Vietnamese or strawberries you find in Saigon are from here. Lots of flowers come from Dalat. And you might have heard of the famous Dalat wine, which it's famous for its quality. And if you don't know what I mean, then you can just go Google Dalat wine's quality and see what people say about it. If you think of Australian Goon, it's probably similar to Australian Goon in taste. In fact, I think Australian Goon's better. So we're going to get a bike and then we're going to head out for the day. Ready, Adrie? Most importantly, Biscuit, are you ready? Are you ready for an adventure? Another thing I love about Vietnam is just how easy it is to get a motorbike. We turn up, they're like, "You're renting a motorbike?" "Yes." "Okay." We go back to reception. She's got the key ready for us and she's bringing us to the bike. It is that simple. We got a nice vision here.
It's got a flat bottom for Biscuit.
And if you saw my videos when we were up in Phong Nha, you'll have seen I talked about how I had to fill in some paperwork to get a bike, which was a bit of an anomaly. And then this place in the Pines has lots of dogs enjoying the sunshine as well. And Biscuit's been a good girl so far. So let's get going on this bike and we'll let you know how cold it is despite the glorious sunshine. So we stopped at almost one of the first coffee places we got to. We got some gas. We are at Dalat Eden. You can already see the sheds up there, which are probably for strawberries or fresh fruit, which is what they grow around here because of the cold climate, what it's famous for. We ordered a couple of coffees. Biscuit is having a sniff everywhere. Hey Biscuit, are you having fun? This is your trip. We're here for your holiday because you love to get out of Saigon. How excited are you? Blink if you're excited. I saw a blink there. I saw a blink there. So this place is really nice. One of the things that you're probably going to notice in this video when we go and explore all these hidden gems in Dalat is that they are often Instagrammable. That is the buzzword. And obviously because people like me want to make cool videos, and then mostly for young Vietnamese people who love having Instagrammable places. So I think a lot of these places are designed purely with Instagram in mind, which is pretty cool. But the owner here is super nice. She could speak perfect English. And she's invited us to go up and check out the garden, which is behind here once we get our coffees. And I assume most of the food they make here comes from the garden. They're all set up for Christmas. I got the cloudy macchiato, which I've never had before. And apparently it is cheese foam on top, which I've never had before, but I don't know why it sounds delicious. Here they come now. And Adrie has the salted coffee.
It's cloudy. It's almost the same, but this is slightly more little.
And you said mine has cheese? Mine has cheese?
Both cheese cream.
Cheese cream?
Yeah, yours is a tree. A big tree.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah.
So Instagrammable.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is the umbrella.
Thank you. Are you from Dalat?
Yes, I'm from Dalat. From umbrella.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
As usual, one of my favorite things in Vietnam as well, whenever you get a coffee, you get hot tea with it as well.
Usually the opposite temperature of the drink that you've ordered.
Yeah, you just noticed that recently, right? I've never really noticed that.
Some places, not always.
Yeah,
You get a cold coffee, you get a hot tea. You get a hot coffee, you get a cold tea.
All right, these look
They're
amazing.
so cool.
They do look Instagrammable. I was just seeing that when I was walking around.
You got a tree?
I got a tree, you got a umbrella. I'm not getting any notes of cheese. I only got the
She
top
said they're
bit.
pretty similar.
I know, I heard that. Yeah.
Just that mine has some more salt.
Did
I
you
don't want to
get?
mess it up.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah. Like definitely salty.
All
Recording
right,
now.
Biscuit, we're gonna go check out the garden. All right, the owners invited us to go and check out the garden behind Dalat Eden. Forgot the name for a second there. Dalat Eden. So let's go see if we can check it out. And then we got the house dog, which is called Niall, or Now, or No, which is Vietnamese for brown. Can Biscuit climb up the stairs? No problem.
It's like a little rabbit. Say to your angel.
Ooh. Hope you got that. So we told you, Dalat is famous for flowers and fruit.
Oh, wow. Should I buy our coffees up here?
I would have spilt them if we got the coffees up here. Yeah, it's pretty nice up here. This is like naturally Instagrammable, not contrived Instagrammable. You think maybe a little bit contrived?
Debatable.
That's so natural. We've been to places that are contrived. They have the stairs to nowhere. That's a classic sign. If they have a love heart for you to sit in, that's a classic sign that it's contrived Instagram.
Look at his little tent. Biscuit.
This is partly
She went
why.
up the wrong stairs.
This is partly why we bring Biscuit, and she loves it here. We can explore about. Everywhere we've been so far has dogs. You can click the trigger again to unfollow me.
Biscuit. We're in search for Biscuit. She got lost in the garden. I see her little ears.
Where is she? Is she stuck?
Come here. Come. Because she went up the other stairs. You almost got
Hey,
lost.
you made it.
That's why you stay with mom and dad.
But everywhere we've been so far is so dog friendly. Our place we're living has like 4, 5 or 6. I couldn't even keep count. Some of them big, massive dogs. There's dogs here. Even at the gas station, did you see the girls' faces when we filled up with gas? They lit up. Like, I feel like it's not that people don't like dogs in Saigon. If we took her to the, I'd taken her to the gas station before. It's just people don't really care. Last time we were here, we took her to like a nice bar inside. Didn't give a shit.
I checked, that bar is permanently closed.
Oh
now.
no, that was quite cool.
I'm sure we'll find other ones.
Wow.
We'll find other ones though.
I was going to say this is going to be some view at the top. Can confirm it is.
Ooh.
This is what you don't get in Saigon, and it is just such a shame you have to drive so far to find anywhere like this. That was hidden gem number 1 on our Dalat tour. We're here for 3 days. Full days? 3 nights, full days?
2.5 days.
That was Dalat, Eden. That's pretty stunning. If you want to go to sunset, I would recommend that place. It's freezing already. So we told you up there we were in the sun. Now you can see we're in the shade. And it is instantly cold.
It's refreshing.
She says that now. It would not take long before Adrie is not calling this
Right
refreshing.
now it's refreshing. Later it will be freezing.
Adrie was terrified when we went to Phong Nha about how cold it was going to be, and it wasn't that cold at all. There was heat in the rooms were always warm. It was cold and wet, but not like freezing cold. There was a fire going all the time. Here, when we went into the room, it was super hot from the sun going into the room. And the thing in Dalat, which is like Wellington, is as soon as the sun goes away, it gets super cold. So
You just get a bug. You just swallow a fly.
one of the dangers of talking and driving, I just got a bug right down my throat as I was
I'm
talking
filming
now.
these beautiful flowers that we stopped by as you hawk up a
Oh my
fly.
god, well I got a bit of extra protein for the day there. That went straight down the back of my throat. Instagrammable.
Oh, that's in the shade though. That's like a morning coffee spot.
Morning Instagram spot. If you see a love heart like that, or anything where people can pose by, I saw this funny meme today. I think I'd seen it before though, and it said if you want to meet girls, just paint some wings on a plane on an empty wall and they'll flop to it. When we first pulled into town and AJ was scared about how cold it was, I was just pointing out how many people were in shorts and t-shirt. But they were just walking around in the sunshine, total shorts and t-shirt weather, walking around in the sunshine. Hidden gem number 2 in Dalat.
This doesn't count.
This counts. What?
It's not a coffee shop.
Oh, I was just taking the coffee shops.
But it's cool that we found this place.
Was it hidden?
Pretty hidden.
Did you know about it?
Nope.
Was that a gem?
Fuck off.
Hidden gem number 2. We don't know the name of it. Do you know the name of it?
It's called Dep and Croet.
You heard it here first. So I love it. Vietnam is so communal. These guys hanging out, boxes of beer.
Biscuit.
Other guys out there, over there, hanging out with boxes of beer. But the problem is, not all, but many just leave a pile of trash after they've done. Whether you're listening or watching this, then please leave a comment. You can do it on YouTube and Spotify. I don't think Apple Podcasts let you leave a comment yet. So instead, just go leave a review and tell me what you think there. Or if you go to the links, if you go to the show notes, there is a link to leave to send me a message directly. So you can do that too. If you go to YouTube, you'll be able to watch the whole video. We cut lots out for the podcast because you can't see what we see on the podcast. But you can also watch on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe there if you can. What do you think of Dalat? It's actually, we kind of had a debate about that off camera when we were first talking about it, and it's quite interesting. There's a few different points of view for that. I'm interested to see what you think about it. Wow.
Oh god, this is so stunning.
Yeah.
Way less touristy than like the southern end of Dalat.
Yeah. You want to do a temperature check? What's the weather say the temperature is right now? It was 21 when we left.
19 now.
Yeah, my nose feels like it's about 19 right now. With wind chill, it's probably like 16. All right, so can we call this hidden gem number 3?
No,
Yeah,
we're on this random side of the road.
That is exactly what a hidden gem is. So we pulled up by the side
This
of the
does not
road.
count.
It does count. I'm
This
counting
is
it.
just a stop off. This is a bonus.
A bonus. All right, we won't give it a number then.
Because it's not like an official place. I guess the other place wasn't either.
So we pulled up by the side of the road a little bit further north than the Ancrouet waterfall that we just stopped at there. And Adrie said, that looks like a hidden gem, but we're going to call it a bonus hidden gem. So we've stopped here. Beautiful walk through the pine trees.
Right before the sun dips over the hills. There's a dog has just crossed the road to sniff our bike.
I've been podcasting for years, and the number one tool that helped me become an award-winning podcast producer is the script. No matter whether you're a tech wizard or a beginner like me, the script can help you with everything you need to start your own podcast. If you want to start your own podcast today, download the script. The link is in the show notes. It's my number one recommendation to help you create a podcast easily, smoothly, and it has heaps of AI features that make your podcasting even better. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Let's get back to the episode.
Hey, Biscuit, are you having fun? Who's having fun? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. She's still gonna try and get it.
It's a shame there's so
Hey, Biscuit.
garbage out here.
So I just mentioned about the garbage at the waterfall. This is one of the curses of Vietnam. And I'm sure it's no better in other countries. I know all the other Western countries have to have massive no littering campaigns, but here something really needs to happen. Like, this is a beautiful spot in nature and there's just plastic trash everywhere, and it's really depressing. Like, even when we were up in Phung Nha, Adrie was like, oh, don't look that way. There's just trees filled with plastic bags from the wind. Look at the amount of plastic here. And then we got the train through Myanmar. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The whole train line, you looked out the window and it's beautiful. And then you look down and the whole length of the train line is just plastic and trash and wrappers. And you're like, how is this ever going to be cleaned up? Like, we know plastic doesn't biodegrade for like thousands of years, right? So even if this stuff does biodegrade because nobody picks it up, we're going to have microplastics in nature, which we already know. There's like studies now saying there's like 70% of all human beings have microplastics within them, water supplies.
I'm sure it's like 99% of human beings.
Yeah, probably. So, don't want to
It's a
rain
shame
on...
because where we were with the waterfall, there were loads of people eating, but there wasn't that much. There wasn't trash.
I got a feeling that when they leave, there will be a pile of trash where they were sitting.
Maybe. Biscuit's trying to play with the plastic, her favorite
Yeah.
toy.
It's frustrating because look how beautiful this is. All right, so this was Hidden Gem 2.5. All right, Biscuit. Hey, Biscuit.
Hey.
Easy.
No, that's a good girl.
All right, we ready to head back into town?
Yeah.
We're going to go back into Dalat Center, get changed, head back out for the night, find somewhere for dinner, maybe some drinks, definitely wear some warmer clothes. You ready?
Yeah. You ready, Biscuit?
We're back at In the Pines. That was about a 20-minute drive from the last video we did, and it is cold. My hands are shaking. Let's see how warm it's going to be in here. Hey, Biscuit, were you setting off all the dogs there? I heard them all barking. I think so. All right, let's go. That was so cold. Everything's freezing now. But the sunset was beautiful. We didn't get it on video. We'll try and get one tomorrow or before we leave. And Adrie's trying to persuade me to wake up to sunrise so we can go cloud spotting in the morning. Let's see. We're heading to a microbrewery, and I've not used that phrase microbrewery in about 10 years, but it is the name of it. And I don't know why, but it makes me more excited to go the fact it's called a microbrewery. We're walking through the centre of Dalat. Would you call this the centre?
No.
Alright, maybe not the centre, but busy area of Dalat.
Not the touristy bit anyway.
No, but I love it. It's just classic Vietnam, which is everything's outside, there's lights, busy, there's people, there's traffic, there's trash right in front of Adrie, as you can see. This is what is the good and the bad of Vietnam. Like, other countries don't just leave a big tub of trash just sitting in the main street. Here they are everywhere. It's actually not that cold, so the temperature has dropped to 14, it says. It's going to be a low of 13.
It's not as cold because we're walking, but if you touch your face, it's quite cold.
Doesn't matter where you are in Vietnam, you can't escape construction and motorbikes. Hey, here we are, Hoa Thong Brewing Company, which apparently means microbrewery. It's so busy.
Laying eyes out here.
So we've been relegated to outside because of Biscuit. It's so cool and nice inside.
But the woes of being a dog parent. So we can't even go in and watch the game. Apparently Vietnam won the first leg 2-0. We're going to have one more drink here, then we're going to go and try and find somewhere we can watch the game. Yeah, so we heard music being played and we were like, why are they playing a national anthem? We thought the Spotify had skipped a national anthem. We almost felt like standing up. And I actually said to you as a joke, Adrie, I said to you as a joke, I've just remembered, I was like, this could be the Vietnam national anthem and we wouldn't even know.
Or Russian ballet.
Yeah, because we thought it was just the Spotify, and then ads kept coming on, which we've been to places where they don't pay for Spotify Premium, so ads keep coming up. We realized it was the TV that was on, now, and ads on the TV, and it's on inside. We're not allowed in with Biscuit. We're gonna try one more beer. Alright, cheers. So you got the which is cumin aroma. That's it, we had that already.
Sau khi theo dõi lại rất kỹ tình huống của Paris Ramley, lần danh mong manh giữa bàn thắng và không bàn thắng đôi khi chỉ là một vài mm mà thôi. Và trong tình huống
Bubble gum, it tastes like soap.
đó đã đứng về phía đội tuyển của chúng ta.
Now I get why it says now I get why it says bubble gum.
Đó là hú bia. Và là một pha bóng nói lên rất nhiều
I mean,
điều.
maybe because I just had a sip of the black beer before those talkers, right?
It tastes like an IPA or pale ale.
Well, it worried me with the description of bubble gum.
Việc chơi với một mình thấp để ưu tiên.
I'm now worried about the rest of this.
Xuân Son.
Okay. Hi,
Ngọc Quang.
bye.
Yo!
Có vẻ như bóng đã chạm tay của hậu
Just
vệ
the smell
Singapore.
of it.
That's why I got a taster.
Smell it. It smells like toilet
What am I?
cleaner.
I tasted already.
Vâng, chắc lại có thêm một tình huống kiểm tra.
I don't think I honestly don't think I can drink that. Very rarely in my life have I had a beer I don't think I can drink. Unless it's like off.
Tiền vệ trung tâm của đội tuyển Singapore.
Oh, it's rough. A quick update. We thought that Vietnam had scored earlier. Did you see? I just looked, it's 0-0. So I don't know, again, maybe like what we said, either they took it back or they get overexcited.
I saw the replay. It went in the goal.
Oh, and then they took it back?
Yeah, I saw the replay. It was like a kick and then a header. It went in the goal.
Right. They took back the goal. But, so Vietnam got a penalty. The guy got a red card. Then the referee, I don't know how, if they have VAR here or whatnot, referee rescinded it. Guy got a yellow card. The Brazilian guy, who's actually Vietnamese, scored the penalty. Vietnam is winning 1-0 now. But in all of that melee, Biscuit was having a great time running up and down, and I was chasing her. And she's normally really aware of what's around her. She ran full speed into the wooden chair, and she's actually now like essentially burst her eye open, like her eye is all cut. So we may have to take her home sooner than planned. Poor baby. Alright, big ups to Hoa Tong for dealing with that. I spoke to the manager and I had another sip of that beer and I was like, I cannot drink this beer. It literally tastes like toilet cleaner. It was so soapy. And you know, I can drink a bad beer, but something was wrong with that beer. So she went away and spoke to somebody and she came back and she's like, no, that's just the way our beer is here. It's an American beer and it says on the menu Mia, not Mia, which is American beer. But I was like, I've tried enough craft beer in my life to know that there's something wrong with this. And like, to her credit and to their credit here, she was like, look, we'll just take off the bill, no problem at all. What else do you want? So we just went back to the porter. So that's awesome, and I love when customer service just deals with stuff like that. It's such a small gesture just to be like, yeah, we'll take off the bill and get you a new one. Some places get that so wrong and make a big deal about it. But I'm very excited that I have this beer instead of that IPA, because that would have been a struggle to get through that. And then also in the meantime, you missed a goal for Vietnam. Oh, see how excited to get that actually. Could have been close, that sounded really excited. They scored a goal, we missed it. But Vietnam are now winning 3-0, which means they're pretty much into the Asian Cup final. And so congratulations to Vietnam, well done. Một, hai, ba, yo. Wait.
Okay, so we're here at the J. Looks like a toy store or like there's like collector's enthusiasts, comic books, video games, movies, all that good stuff. Anyway, found this on Google, maybe, I don't know. And it's a hidden bar, so shh, don't tell anyone. But only people who want to drink are allowed, that's us. And it's not a museum or a toy shop, so
It's also a museum.
and they have cocktails.
And they have cocktails. But yeah, somebody made a good correction and it's cocktails. Not making fun of someone speaking in the second language, just funny.
Not speaking, just spelling.
Or spelling in the second language. But we lived in New Zealand, which speaks English as a first language, and they couldn't spell there either on the posters.
Love detracting from the topic. We're not in New Zealand, we are in Dalat, Vietnam. So let's go in. Oh, and we also asked for permission to bring our dog. And they said,
That's cool. This bar is so cool. There's a thunderstorm going on up here. Camera here, okay. And a whole bunch of board games. Oh, can we play these? I think so. And then best thing, we can play some video games. Adrie, what drink did you get?
banana.
I'm turned off by banana after that IPA.
It sounded good.
And then Biscuit, how you doing? I think Biscuit's like in her happy place now. She literally climbed up on that couch. We're warm, we got our drinks, I'm very excited. What's this is called? The J?
The J.
The J. This is definitely number 3 on the hidden gems.
Yeah, this qualifies as a hidden gem.
It is
Or
literally
a
hidden.
secret gem.
Secret gem?
Hidden.
Hidden gem? But
Unknown.
make sure you check out the J if you're in Dalat. I got my Negroni and you got
I
your...
got a banana gin mix or something, but it looks awesome.
I have one question about the Negroni. Negroni normally comes with a bit of orange peel. I've never had a Negroni with a whole orange slice before.
I'll eat it too.
I'm gonna eat it, but I think there's something got lost in translation there. But anyway, cheers. Day 1 in Dalat done. We're up to 3 hidden gems. We'll see how many we can find.
Hop ra